Hearing none, we'll move to the Public Safety Committee. Mr. Porter?
Yes, sir. Dallas Police year-to-date comparison, crime has increased 6% compared to the same time period last year. There were 126 Part 1 crimes this year compared to 118 last year. Calls for service have increased by 2,286, which is 10%. Calls for this period compared to the same time period last year. And I want to defer to Chief Duval. He's got a couple of things he wants to go over, plus present some video that he did, and we'll explain that as well.
Okay, I'll just go over these other things I had. Like I said, we've hired 5 new officers over the last few months. We still have 1 opening that we're gonna hold probably after the first of the year. So we're back up for the most part, full staff. And I'm very proud. We've been working the last couple of years on starting a special response team for different types of high-risk incidents where we have to call the county and whatnot. But this last month, we served 2 felony warrants on 2 felony charges involving child molestation. So I'm very proud of all the hard work these guys put in and train every Friday and stuff to make the city safer. Any questions on that? Heidi Taylor attended 911 Directors Academy, is now certified 911 director. And then last month we had asked the council to approve for a contract with Red Speed speed detection cameras for the school zones. And following the meeting, we discussed with Darren and decided that the possibility of higher revenue would be better to do a request for proposals. And so Brandon, we've been working on getting a RFP completed, but in doing so, we're gonna ask these companies that want to bid for this to do 2 DOT studies that will enable us to hopefully get crosswalks and everything. But doing this will save us about 20 grand without having to pay an engineer to do it. We're gonna put it in RFP for them to do it. And I asked Ms. Alls, she had made a motion to approve last month. I've asked her during the council meeting how we want to do it to withdraw her approval because I don't want any issues as far as legal issues go with if they're not awarded the contract. So I want to make sure before we just kind of level the playing field before we put the RFP out there and whatnot, because I'm sure they'll submit proposal. But there are a couple other companies that will as well. And I just want to make sure we start off at ground zero with it. So, any questions on any of that?
If I could add, procedurally for the council's benefit, this would be a motion to rescind. It's allowed to, procedurally, you're allowed to rescind the vote as long as it has not been acted upon. And the Red Speed contract that Chief Duval was talking about, it's not your traditional cost to the city vendor type situation, because at the end of the day, there is no cost to the local government for Red Speed or any other similar company. But out of an abundance of caution and in using kind of models of what other local governments have done, we think it's in the best interest just to do what Chief Duval said, is do requests for proposals from various companies. Red Speed is a company that has been awarded a lot of contracts. We toyed with the idea of possibly piggybacking the bidding, which is allowable in Georgia law. But considering the unique circumstances we have here in the city, we felt it was Police Chief Duval felt it was in the best interest of the city, both financially and situational wise, to do an RFP. So it would be a motion to rescind that must be seconded, and it must be passed by the 2/3 of the council. It was unanimous vote last time, so I'm assuming it will be unanimous this time.
So you had questions on that?
And the contract was not executed, it was not signed. So.
Yeah, we started on this right after the council meeting, so And then last, big show of video, that was, put together by the U.S. Department of Commerce. We go to the paper reward, just kind of a minute and a half. But they just released it this week on YouTube, and I thought it'd be pretty neat just to show it. And started researching different options. So due to the cost savings of using broadband, we're able to create a broadband 911 center, saving millions of dollars for a taxpayer. But broadband's also been playing in a lot of other areas in public safety. Now, it's used as crime fighting tools and provides a resource for data for like license plate readers, body cameras, and communications and CAD systems. It's really taken over to me as the primary form of communication in law enforcement today. One of the biggest challenges we had when we first started, there were other agencies to talk to that were using broadband as a primary communications. So we tested evaluation of different equipment, and really for our partnership with FirstNet, I was very fortunate that they have gotten me through building and creating a 911 center utilizing broadband. I've been the chief of police for 6 years. Prior to that, I spent 31 years with another agency. And really the only thing that I knew about communications was give me a radio and let it work. But FirstNet walked me through the process of creating the technology of making things work with broadband. But I'm very fortunate, everything aligned for us. You know, the dispatch centers, systems that are in place now, the radios that are in place, the interoperability and redundancy were all in place, which allows us to really put together a pretty good model that I think will be here for years to come. That's it.
5 words.
Joe, have you ever sat down and put together a cost savings that has been for us as a city?
Well,
I
haven't
know
done it.
originally when we were negotiating that with the county and the
Well-
powers.
Right now, like I say, this week we'll have final, for right now, we'll have the Verizon Frontline added to it, so we'll have both AT&T and Verizon, added. But we'll be less than $700,000 in, and I still gotta get in-car radios. Probably by the time it's said and done, we'll have less than 900,000. That's a build out. And just getting through the infrastructure of the county, it's gonna be over $2 million back, 4 years ago. And, I did a cost analysis based on their cost now, cause it was, 24 million to start with. They ended up signing a contract with Motorola for 39 million, and our part would've been over $3 million going in.
Right.
So I've also, worked it out when they have their new P25 system come online, probably in the next year, we'll have access to that too.
Right.
So, it's been a tremendous cost savings. And plus, State Patrol just went in our model, and stuff here at the state. And then agencies pretty much all over the country are utilizing LTE incorporated into either the P25, which is a traditional police system. But what we're doing, this is you're not gonna sign contracts in years to come. Like I say, the cost, I mean, you can compare apples to oranges, what all we've saved here in the city with it, so.
Was there a monthly cost when we were on the tower and using Motorola?
Well, we paid I think it was a quarterly fee, I know an annual maintenance fee just for the current system we had. Plus, like I say, just getting in the door with it on this new system, we'd have to buy all new CAD systems. I think the county's going with Tyler. With that was gonna be a couple $100,000 plus, I mean, the costs were gonna be ridiculous for us. I said, very fortunate, I had all the technology that aligned with us, and we had the support we had to make all this happen. Because another agency tried it a few years ago, and it just wasn't there, but we were able to make it all work, and technology is moving so fast now with all this, that, our police radios now are pretty much little computers. Right now, we can switch from, you're on one channel, a couple channels, you're on AT&T, switch them over, if you don't have any coverage, you're on Verizon. So I mean, and then we'll add the traditional police, dispatch system in at the end of next year. but we ain't spending $2 million. So we'll have all access to all that stuff. And probably for, 911 center, when all is said and done, we'll have one of the most progressive in the whole United States. So, it's gonna be pretty cool.
Very good, good job.
Have anything else, courts, nothing to report? Good, Marshall?
Mr. Hallmark, you're gracious with your presence. Anything you'd like to say to the mayor and council?
Everything's going very well in court. Everybody's doing a great job. No complaints. Everything's going smoothly.
Well, thanks for taking time to be here.
100%. Glad to be here.
Appreciate it. All right, economic development, Mr. Henson?
First Baptist Church, a lot, we've talked to them about purchasing. According to their bylaws, they've had discussions for 2 straight Sundays on this, and the vote is up November the 10th, which is next Sunday, to make a decision on whether to sell the property to us or not. And also, Amber has some information she wants to share with us.
Just a couple of things that came in after we submitted reports this month. So first and foremost, we survived Halloween. I want to thank everybody who came and helped. I'm pretty sure it was record-setting numbers for Dallas. Thanks to Kendall, James's family, all of our staff. We gave away just under 2,000 boxes of popcorn, probably about 800 pounds of candy, and it was a lot. So I appreciate all that. The pumpkin contest that we had going on Main Street where people pay $1 to vote, this year raised $1,836, which is more than it did last year. That goes towards some of our downtown grants. And then our photo booth that we have that's sitting up on Main Street. So since we have had the photo booth in July, a total of $4,500 has been spent in it, and $1,100 of that is going back to DDA for the boost grant as well. So just wanted to update on that. I don't know if you didn't notice, Christmas is up in Dallas, so our guys have worked tirelessly over the weekend and Friday, along with Jenny, to get Christmas up and so that we can enjoy it. So that's it.
How long, the photo booth was down for a month or so, wasn't it?
It was, yeah. So it still has spent $4,500.
Yeah, so that was only about 3 or 4 months worth of revenue, so once it stays working all the time, it'll be really.
Yeah, the girls have changed it, so when we have different sponsors for different events, they can put the sponsor's logo on it. They do a little backdrop, so they're about to change it over for Christmas.
Anything else, Mr. Henson?
That's it, thank you.
All right. Transportation, recreation, Ms. Callaway?
We'll start with the Dallas Theater, Emily. Creed Peak Classics turnout was a huge success.
It was, we kind of came to the conclusion that was so many free movies in downtown, like back to back to back to back. So I think we're gonna revamp and look at maybe doing one family movie on a Friday night, because we're also competing with Trick or Treat Village on that Saturday at the same time. So we're gonna look at doing something a little bit different next year. I mean, we've been doing it for 6 years, so I mean, it's definitely, gone well. So, but we had like about 100 people, so not horrible. We had over 50 kids come out and audition for Cinderella, so we've cast that show. Real excited. We're actually gonna be working with Amber and their Princess tea, and kind of do a show and a tea, since it all goes together with Cinderella and Princess and all that. So we're excited about that. And then we have field trips this Thursday and Friday, so over 1,500 kiddos from 3 different counties and 11 schools will be down here for field trips. So that's packed. All 4 shows are completely sold out, packed out. So that's pretty exciting.
Is that usually elementary schools?
Only elementary schools. I mean, sometimes we get some of the middle schools that have special needs field trips for their kids, but middle school doesn't do really normal, they don't do field trips. So yeah, it's only elementary school. We do have private schools as well as some homeschool groups that come as well.
Has Burnt Hickory or, what's the one out there on Dallas Ackworth?
Northside?
No, starts with an H.
Hutchins?
Hutchins, yes.
That's only H, that's all.
I mean, no, Hutchins is.
Hutchins is a middle school, isn't it?
Russell.
Russell.
Them come?
I do have like 200 kids from Burnt Hickory coming. That's 1 grade. That's insane. I don't have Russell this go around, but we also have field trips in January and February and March as well. I know Roberts is coming. We've got a bunch of schools, Cobb County schools, Bartow County schools, a Carroll County school. We reach out. Like if there was in a 25-mile radius, we reach out to them, so.
The only reason I'm asking that, when I went there a couple of months ago and spoke to those, the kids at the elementary school, I mentioned that would be a great field trip.
Yeah, they love coming. We usually get a lot of returners. A lot of schools come every single year because the field trips that we do are, they meet all the state and national standards. So we do all the hard part for them and give that to the teachers, and so it makes it easy for them. And honestly, it's a great moneymaker for us as well. And we love doing it. We love having the kids, and so yeah, it'll be a crazy couple of days. And Resurrection is now sold over 450, so we'll hit that 500 mark by Friday.
Wow.
So yeah.
Great. Parks and Recreation, end of the season tournaments are ongoing for fall baseball. A baseball playground lighting update. We received the HPC concurrence letter and the grant application submission is ongoing. The Sarabab master plan update, work was completed in August. We do have the final draft as the Parks and Recreation Committee that we're reviewing, and we plan to have another meeting this Friday in regards to that. Battlefield Trail activities, the grand opening event was held on October 30th. The trail system signage production is underway, and the bench and trash receptacle installation is scheduled for completion soon. And then other just normal activities of grounds updates and design throughout the city. Anything else for that, Brandon? No.
I will say that, Amber, y'all, staff did a great job for ribbon cutting. That was really nice.
It was, it's great.
Public safety was there, I think Ms. Alls and Mr. Henson and Ms. Arnold was there for the council, and it was a good showing. It was, everybody, we were able to give some of the people that came golf cart rides throughout the trail, and they were really, truly impressed with what a gym it really is, so. A lot of them had walked it, but they only made it down to the bridge. They didn't go across it and go all those switchbacks, so. But when you take them through it, they were really impressed with the whole thing, so it was a great success.
Moving on to transportation, the Battlefield Trail Phase 3 scoping study is we're awaiting notification for an award from ARC. And then Old Ackworth and Veterans Road Culvert Replacement Project, the right-of-way acquisition closings are ongoing. The 2024 LMIG paving project, the project is ongoing, scheduled for completion on or before 11/15. And then resurfacing of all the roadways in Vista Lake development is also currently ongoing. 2024 supplemental LMIG paving project, the project is complete, and resurfacing of all the roadways in Blue Ridge. Brandon?
So, any questions?
Anything else, Ms. Candace? All right, we'll move on to the Utility Franchise Committee, Mr. Carter.
Yes, on the West Dallas Collector Sewer Extension Project Phase 1, fencing, concrete pad, and landscaping installation is being finished up for the lift station, and the electrical off-site installation is being scheduled. Phase 1 of the downtown water system upgrade easement acquisition is underway. Closings will be scheduled accordingly. Public bid is scheduled for January of 2025. And on the lead service line inventory and replacement program, the inventory has been submitted to the EPD. And Brandon, do you have anything else?
I do have one request, and it's related to the power supply for the regional lift station for the West Dallas project. Greystone has provided us with 2 easements that's needed, that's crossing city property to get the power supply down to that project. Darren and I have both reviewed those, and I would like to ask if a request can be made to add these 2 to the consent agenda for approval during the 5:15.
Any questions from the council on that, about adding it to the consent agenda?
You have to have a motion for that, or we can just add it.
I think we may not be able to get it on the consent agenda, we may just do a straight vote, if
That's fine.
yeah, I think just add, when we go to the additional comments or additional items, just add it as an additional item on.
I'll make it item 8 on new
Yeah,
business?
just brought up as new business.
Okay.
Thank you.
And Mr. Rick's right, Brandon's right, I've reviewed, they're just standard power easements. that-
So this power supply easements, two of them from Greystone and this road.
That's correct, yeah. And they're standard.
Anything else, Mr. Coffey? That's it. All right. We'll move to Community Development Committee, Ms. Alls.
Okay, excuse me, we had 24 permits issued, 136 inspections. And, the department's revising all the land use applications, processes, and website in light of the recent rezoning ordinance rewrite, the zoning ordinance rewrite. So the public will find it easier to use the community development page going forward with the online application submittal, FAQs, and more ways to find pending applications before the board and council. That's all I got. Norm, do you have anything else?
No, that's it.
All right. Let's see, Intergovernment Relations Committee, Ms. Arnold. Mr. Smith, City Manager.
I don't have anything, unless I have any questions.
City Attorney, Mr. Keaton. All right, hearing none, we do have a need to go into, executive session for real estate and litigation. Is there a motion to go into closed session?
Motion.
Motion by Ms. Alls, is there a second? Second by Ms. Alls, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Carries unanimous, we will be back before, by 5:15.
5 cents, he used to get the water.
Help me do a tour when it's finished.
Oh, my God. My dad was wanting me to do.
That's great. You got it, pretty long?
To buy code for the machine.
Yeah.
I didn't realize it was on the